Beckett once again appeared at Station 19 in the episode of Station 19 that aired tonight. He had lost his position as captain. Andy accepted the role as captain. Since Beckett had just recently emerged from rehabilitation, he was not bothered by the fact that he was now working under her supervision. For a period of time, he was going to find himself riding a desk. In addition, he did not mind because it meant that he would not be able to attend the Pride Parade. When it comes to LGBT individuals, Beckett has no prejudices. Simply put, he did not want to be in the company of happiness, such as the happiness that comes with drinking. Andy had anticipated the problem. Her plan was to have him ride a desk. Every other member of Station 19 was supposed to lend a hand with the parade. There was also Ben's daughter present. It was planned that Pruitt's aunt would keep an eye on her. Every one of them was dressed up. Flyers were going to be distributed, and they were going to assist people in getting to their destinations. In the vicinity, Ben was going to be. However, he was genuinely discussing the topic of parenthood with Maya. Liam, the baby, had been with Maya and her wife for a week at this point. It was a flurry of activity. They were going to relocate to a new location. In the end, they were running out of things. In addition, Maya was unable to call off work because they were operating with a shortage of workers following Jack's forced retirement. As a result, she was experiencing anxiety attacks whenever she was apart from the infant. Ben was the only other parent currently present at Station 19. It was possible for him to calm Maya down. He brought to her attention the fact that they were heroes, and that their children will learn to view them in that light. Protesters were encountered by them as they were making their way down the parade route. Those males who were wearing masks and demanding that men be men. It was a homophobic attitude. Things were being shouted by them. It was necessary for Ben to tell Andy that she is now a captain since she was prepared to fight them. It is necessary for her to take the initiative. Maya was taken aback by the protesters since she recognized one of them as being her brother. Andy retreated from the situation. If her brother was a homophobe, then was he unaware of the fact that Maya was gay or that she had married a woman? After witnessing him throw insults at individuals who were attempting to take pleasure in Pride, Maya felt numb. She was at a loss for what to do, because she was unable to phone their parents. The people that broke them when they were children were their parents. She believed that Carina was preoccupied with the baby, which was the reason why she was unable to call her. She, on the other hand, was not. It was Carina who brought Liam to the residence of Bailey and Ben. There are a lot of things that Bailey has for her. Unfortuitously, she experienced a miscarriage despite the fact that she had purchased herself for her second pregnancy. The additional items can now be called Liam's. When Montgomery was at Pride Parade, he ran into his father. It was his father who was with his long-term lover in an affair. It was Montgomery who was being like a real jerk about the fact that they were now living together in an open relationship. He was present Eli. Eli's father was also introduced to Eli. Eli then takes him aside and tells him to stop being such a jerk to his father for a moment. It was at that moment when Montgomery divulged his very personal secret. He was unfaithful to Eli. Twice in total. He had 2 sexual encounters with Emmett. The anger that Eli felt for him was so intense that he told Montgomery that he is a perfect replica of his father. As a result of being so preoccupied with how other people perceive him, he was attempting to escape his own nature. In the end, Vic is in agreement with Eli. When Montgomery arrived to her tent, he was prepared to talk. She assured him that the message was wonderful, despite the fact that he was not in love with the person who delivered it. Montgomery damaged connections that he expressed concern may be successful. When they believed they heard gunfire, they were still discussing it at the time. There were no gunshots heard. Backfiring was the sound of an automobile. Fire Chief Ross was able to differentiate between the two. When she was in the thick of a debate with the new mayor about the reduction of the budget, the mayor became quite concerned about the possibility of gunshots. In addition, he gave the order for his vehicle to take him away from that location. Unfortuitously, a few of the dancers discovered one of the students who was protesting by himself. They conspired against him as a group. When Maya called them away, they were in the process of beating him. First assistance was administered to the individual who was lying on the ground. Moreover, she witnessed her brother making his escape from the parade. A call was made to him by her. After pausing for a brief moment, he resumed his fast-paced running immediately afterward. It was, however, him. Mason, her brother, was the suspect. In addition, she did not immediately inform Andy since Andy believed that the protesters were deserving of being physically assaulted. The vast majority of the firefighters strive to ensure that everyone remains safe. Ben had no choice but to depart in order to protect his sister and daughter. Montgomery was able to catch up to his father. He assisted his father and his father's partner in making their way to a secure location. Having said that, this made up for his prior rudeness. It was simply not enough to bring about a change in Eli's behavior. Eli has abandoned him. He was skilled at making other people feel as though they were being seen. As a result of the fact that he could not continue to rely on other people to end relationships for him, he is now required to improve his own visibility. It would be best if he were to just communicate his dissatisfaction to his partners. He ought to refrain from causing everything around him to collapse. Additionally, Beckett did not have a day that was easy. A person who was in pain checked in. He was taking the medication for weight loss, and he was prescribed it by a physician who had seen him on camera. To make Beckett's day a little more challenging, when everything was said and done, Station 19 made the decision to do something wonderful for Pride. There was a party that they hosted in their firehouse. It was not possible for Maya to attend because she had to go and spend time with her family. Carina was being sued for medical malpractice, but the reason that she was being sued appears to be that she did not give birth to her child in a natural way. The infant was in a state of distress, so she decided to have a cesarean section. Therefore, she carried out all of the tasks that were assigned to her. During the party, Montgomery's father made an appearance. The fact that Montgomery's father taught him to feel embarrassed of his sexual orientation is something that Montgomery now regrets, and he wants his son to find love when he grows up and have a joyful disposition. A wonderful pride party was held by them. They were able to completely silence the noise that had been present earlier.